But of course, before the research can begin in earnest, they first have to complete the parts list, all the genes. And by the spring of 2000, both sides, the public labs and Solera, they were in hyperdrive, each camp madly trying to be the first to reach the finish line and get all 3 billion letters.
The pace of things and the magnitude of things was really incredible. I mean, I would remember coming in and just having this really gripping feeling in my gut, just an intense kind of, oh my God, am I up to this?
You know, whoever has this reference sequence of the human genome out there in the world first, they're going to be famous. They're going to be on the front page of the New York Times and a lot more than that. For a long time, they're going to be, you know, celebrities. And, you know, when that's going on, it's not unreasonable that people are going to reach for that star and try to get there before the other person.
I thought that the really intense competition in this world were among businesses where there was a profit motive. I now find that we are pikers in the business world compared to the academic competition that exists out there. And I'm beginning to understand why, because their currency is publication. Their currency is attribution. And their next funding comes from their last victory.
I think we're all better off for the fact that there is this competition. What you want is a system that gets people riled up and try to do something faster, better, and cheaper than the next guy.
The environment at Solaris was extremely intense, and it reminded me of Finals Week at Caltech. And there's a tradition at Caltech that on the very first day of Finals Week, the Ride of the Valkyries is played at full blast. And so I thought, well, since every week feels like it's Finals Week here, why don't I play the ride and see what happens? So we got a whole bunch of Viking hats, and we end up buying Nerf bows, okay, because we're Nordic Valkyrians. So the next week we're shooting each other. We go, you know, there's something not right about this. So we decided the next week that we'd start doing raiding parties and raid some of the other teams. Unbeknownst to us, they had been preparing themselves.
Hey, you guys go to the back there?
They had little beanie hats, okay, and their own Nerf weapons. Then the war started. It's just a release. It's a way of kind of dealing with stress and the pressure, I think. We all ran around like crazy for 5 or 10 minutes, and got a little physical exercise, and had a few laughs, and then we're ready to really go after it.
The Wagner seems to be working. Output at Solera continues at a relentless pace.
If you have problems, call us back, okay?
Venter insists that the urgency stems not only from a desire to beat the government project, but the firm belief that what's coming out of these machines, all the A's and C's and T's and G's, will have a profound impact on all our lives.
It's a new beginning in science. And until we get all that data, that can't really take place. I mean, anybody that has cancer, anybody that has a family member with a serious disease, this data and information offers them tremendous hope that things could change in the future.
In the past, if you wanted to explain diabetes, you always had to scratch your head and say, well, it might be something else we've never seen before. But knowing that you've got the full parts list radically changes biomedical research, because you can't wave your hands and say it might be something else. There is no something else.